I see. Sure. Hand's not crazy good, but we're gonna see a lot of cards off of Cathartic Reunion and Ren's Resolve. Trying to decide if I want to do the Ren's Resolve now or wait until next turn. I think I'm gonna do it now. Just start spending my mana. Mountain, sure. That'll at least let me use some of the mountains in my hand for discard Cathartic Reunion. I think we're just passing through this turn, hoping to do something with Dual Caster Mage. Hopefully somebody plays like a ramp spell. I guess we're taking this turn off. Nobody cast a single instant or sorcery. So let's get Torbran out. Next turn we can Chain Whirler and the Festivities to reset the board. Of course, if they play Elishnorn, then that does not happen. Yep, setting up a pillow fort over there. Well, hopefully the Elishnorn player has something to either do about this or not a board wipe. Or, I mean, a board wipe or don't play Elishnorn. Because I can answer most of this stuff, excluding the 12-12. God. Okay. I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding the board state. But this just feels like play my commander, do nothing. Might be worth it to Cathartic Reunion, discarding my ETB effects. I can overload Mizium Mortars next turn for 6 damage to everything. But this attack is going to be huge before I get to get that off. In the festivities, just to clear out some things. I don't think I actually want to do that. The only thing up here that I would kill would be the little life linkers and the delighted halfling. So it would just be removing these 2 players' blockers, which honestly might have been worth it because then this player is more inclined to spread the damage to them. But I don't know how much they would value the 1/1s over opening up my opponents for attacks. Their attacking creature? Yeah. I mean, they'll start pumping out 10/10s. 8 my way. 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. The question is, for 2 mana, do they have something that's going to, I guess, 3 mana, do they have something that's going to pump one of these 1/1s big enough to kill my commander? Difference in what I'm taking is 1. So I think I just have to be okay with taking that. If I get away with not blocking and not being punished for it from this, it'll set me up to do the larger Mizium mortars. Which I guess looking at the board doesn't really make a difference. It will make a difference if my top card is a Mana Vault or a Soul Ring. Because then I'll be able to get both of these off in the same turn. But it's kind of looking now like I'm going to pay 6 mana and overload Mizium mortars. And the only thing that won't die to 6 or 6 damage. Mainly the Elishnorn. So block the commander. I guess Gearhead is technically something that's going to live through Mizium mortars if it's not buffed by Torbran. I draw a card. When has Mana Crypt ever not been a great draw? Oh, hello. No face cam right now. No comment. I haven't built it completely. The Wilds of Eldraine. Did you see which commander that I picked? The little gingerbread one. Yeah, yeah. I just got the copy of it today because the disagree, but it's fun. I would love to overload Mizium mortars, please. Oh God. I actually played against the Juggernaut Tribal deck last night, and the player rage quit like a few turns into the game. Oh, it doesn't have the ETB because of the Elishnorn. I didn't do anything to him. Now, do I want to save my Trampler? Actually, I'm going to get in at this middle player here. I cannot get a win with this mono red deck. I kind of tuned it up to make it a little bit more spell slingery. Yeah, it really is. Yep, exactly. I am 0-2 with Torbran currently. This game doesn't look terribly good for me. Yeah. I pretty genuinely think that red is the worst monocolor in EDH. Yeah, definitely worse than mono white, in my opinion at least. If you're like not trying to do degenerate things with blue, then I think blue is worse because like counter spells are fine, but you're trying to have hold up counter spells for 3 players, and if you're not doing like extra turn spells, because some people just hate those. Mono white's like the floor and ceiling of mono white are both a lot closer than the floor and ceiling of mono red and mono blue, I think. Because like mono white doesn't have any terribly crazy cards unless you include like infinite combos with like Teshar or Karmic Guide or something, which I don't. Um, but a lot of the mechanics that mono white has are like catch up mechanics. So if you're ever really far behind, it's easier to catch up, but they're significantly worse when you are ahead. Like mono blue and mono red can chain spells pretty well. Mono white really can't. They kind of can with like Mentor of the Meek, but it's not the same level as some of the mono red, and it probably would, yeah. I would absolutely love to build a goblin deck. I just really so badly want to make Torbran work somehow. I might give it until it has 4 losses, 4 or 5, before I decide to just scrap it and build a mono red deck. I run the wheels. I don't think so. No, I don't see them. They were kind of, obviously they're pricey in person, but they were kind of pricey for Magic Online too. I think Wheel of Fortune was like $6. Oh, to your hand. I pretty desperately want to take a turn off here to cast Big Score. Thermo Alchemist. Hmm. This is just killing these two, which I think I don't need to do. So I'll just pass through this turn. I don't really want to have to block with Torbran, but just in case I have to, I'll hold him up. Now that's a draw. What have you, friend? I assume they're not talking about Relic of Legends. Windfall. Ooh, boy. Okay. So I'm gonna. Oh, very nice. That sword is gonna be clutch. I'm gonna cast. Do I want to cast Big Score here? I think I do. Yeah. Discard this mountain. Guess it doesn't really matter. I'm about to discard everything. Really, the only reason to cast that is to get the untap on Thermo Alchemist to get around the Thalia. Yes, I should not have auto yielded that in case I forget to use it in response to another Center Sorcery. Let's turn off auto yields and then yield all. I don't really want to be discarding this hand, but it is what it is. Interesting. So I drew into a bunch of good cards, but they aren't necessarily gonna help me do much here. I think it's gonna make me hold up priority because of these treasures. I can chain some spells together. We might be able to do something here. Thermal Alchemist is going to be hitting for 3. Fire Inscription is going to be hitting for 4. So on every spell cast, we're going to be doing 7 damage to all my opponents. Which will really quickly get us through this. Please just don't attack me. Thank you. Funny enough, I drew 2 things that care about me casting instants and sorceries. Oh, Bergie just says spell. Interesting. So I can go Bergie first and discount a lot of these. It'll be interesting to see what the Hellish Norn's turn entails. They're at 3, so I have them dead on board. If I have an untap. Flayer of Loyalties. So they're going to gain control of 2 creatures. I assume Torbran. Oh, it's a cast trigger. Swing back at this player, hopefully. Yep, for 14. Sure, I'll always yield to the Annihilator trigger. Just in case. Just everything. 18 damage. Now I have to figure out if I want to cast Battle Driver first. Feeling sure. Any luck, we'll draw into some instants and sorceries. Price of Progress is an instant or sorcery. Oh boy. Okay, so let's cast Bergie. Tap Thermo Alchemist to deal 3 to each of my opponents. Cast Arcane Signet. Get a red. Cast Fiery Inscription. The ring should tempt me. Oh, it doesn't tempt me, actually. So then we can cast Price of Progress. Deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry. 6, 7, 8 to them. And then it should be game here if I'm reading it correctly. Thermal Alchemist for 3. Go to combat. Attack. A2. We got the Torbran win. I'm gonna go ahead and not well, sure. Give it to the person who was last alive. The big thing that I was debating was playing Ogre Battle Driver before Bergie, to have Bergie as an attacker. I kind of wasn't paying as close of attention to life totals as I was going through spells as I probably should have. I forgot the Fire Inscription was going to trigger, and the Thermal Alchemist was going to trigger off of the Price of Progress. So we ended up doing, this guy had 3, so 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage off of Thermal Alchemist, Fire Inscription with Torbran out to him, or to them. And then 6, 7, 8, 14, 15, 16, 20-ish. Sweet. So yeah, that's, I mean, it feels like that might have been the right direction to go with the deck, but it also feels like we definitely got helped by that windfall quite a bit. Because that windfall was kind of, for us at least, just a hand refiller. I mean, we had the Kessick Flamecaster, Flame Breather. His name. We had this guy who would have been pretty good to have out as well, especially on that last turn. We would have cast Arcane Signet and um, Fire Inscription for 6 more damage. So I guess that's just how you win with the mono red deck, is you kill all 3 of your opponents in one crazy turn. Sweet. So glad we got that recorded. So now we can officially come into the sticky note and put a win in the Torbran column. Then I'm gonna have to finish building the Sir Ginger deck. Get a win with that, because that's gonna be fun. It's kind of like your typical artifact KCI sort of thing. Just sack a bunch of artifacts, make a bunch of mana, have Sir Ginger be huge, and kind of Voltron it out. Yeah. So I'll get that built sometime throughout the week, and then hopefully be able to stream a game or two with it. If we get a win early with it, we're already done with all the monocolor decks in, I think, less than a week's time. So making pretty good progress so far. Okay, I'm gonna get some IRL obligations to take care of. So thanks for watching.